Hello everyone and welcome on today's NieR Automata stream. I apologize for this little delay. It's like 4 minutes of the delay. It's caused because of well quality of this PC port, since sometimes you have these severe issues with launching the game. So sometimes the game doesn't launch at all. Sometimes it takes many minutes. Regardless of your high CPU settings, so we have to deal with this, but fortunately we are ready to go. I just need to check everything on my stream here. Looks like everything's okay, so we can start for today. We'll get a little recap of what's happened recently in the game's plot. And I forgot to mention that the the biggest issue with this game is that you need to have this big picture, Steam big picture, in order to use your controller. So I prefer to use controller in games like this, and but I hate big picture. So I wanted to find any way to not use a big picture anymore, but looks like it's not possible. So I am just I need to okay, of course I need to include this sound once again. So looks like that some settings are saved, but this one here, inactive sound, it's constantly being turned off every time I stop playing. So this is totally I don't get it. This is probably just an overlooked feature here. Okay, so last time we have finished our story S9S in that castle, and we faced A2 again, and I had high hopes on this battle to reveal something about A2, but unfortunately the scene went just in the same way as with the 2B's story. So unfortunately we still don't know anything besides of what we learned about A2 in the first playthrough. So we have to go and complete our other side quests and continue with the main quest. Okay, so we still have these races. We still have one photograph to take. We are still supposed to bring all this data on the other world. Heritage of the past. What is this? So yeah, it requires us to sweep the entire desert. So I don't have time for this. Retrieve the confidential intel. So looks like there's something will happen. I know this for sure now, that as long as the quest is listed here, it doesn't mean it's finished. So even though that this description might suggest that everything is said and done, no, this can actually this means that some conditions have to be met in order to re-trigger this quest here. And we still haven't done with, we are still not, haven't handled this parade escort, probably the most repeated quest by me, and I still haven't finished this, even though that I am level 46 to be exact, and we have finished, and I'm playing as 9S, so it should be way easier now. So now we're returning to peaceful village, and we have to talk to Pascal again about A2. And hopefully we're we'll give him something from that outward for that outward quest. So now we're observing how these gates are being opened. Okay, so thank you for assistance here, but I have to go and ride this one big of a motherfucker. And look how close it is. It's almost like next door. And who knows, maybe there are some new quests available here in the village, which were not available before, but at the first glimpse of the map, and I can see that we have only one quest. Hello here, Vodka Otaku 101, 131, 101. Yeah, this is kind of a long game, and as far as I know, there is even a third playthrough required, and I am like in the more than half of the second one, so yeah, this is long. Tell me if you want to play Pug Day. I'm planning to play with my friend, who we were playing before last week. So if you care to join us today, we might be playing today. So okay, so we'll transfer this data about A2 once again. This is all we already know this.
各地を警戒しつつ、一度レジスタンスキャンプに戻ろう。自我データのチェックと補給が必要だから。
Okay, let me talk to Pascal again. Okay, so looks like we don't have anything here. So let's just go down and we're going to resistance camp now. Or else there is something. Okay. There is a quest, but where is this? Is it in? This is okay. So it's it's in the castle again. So I might want to go back there. Let me just take a look if there are any other interest points. What's this? Have no idea. Okay, so I want to go back there actually. I want to go back there and deal with this as fast as possible. So this is the time to like deal with all these side quests, and it's interesting since most of these side quests are very interesting. Okay, sure. No problem.
なぜ A2 の情報をパスカルに聞いたの？司令部に許可なく機械生命体にアクセスするのは推奨されない。
ごめんなさい。
でも、そういう好奇心旺盛なところは嫌いじゃないよ。
Oh, so here's that quest giver, well hidden. So no wonder we have missed him.
それを忘れないで。
Hey friend, did you hear all them rumors about the place with the trees and the bushes and leaves and the castle built by the first Machine King big old church? Okay, so what's in there, being locked doors or gates or moats or whatnot? Oh, so he talks in so weird way, and you wonder where it could. Well, I suppose I should be like giving this some weird accent to this, since this is like this farmer guy, but I am terrible at doing impressions. This machine life form believes that there is a treasure located in the first kingdom. Okay, so we have a special quest to sweep the castle, and I want to do this since I don't remember this quest being available during our first playthrough. So this is a great opportunity to access some previously inaccessible areas. Well, this patch probably downloaded by itself. I already played it yesterday and today, and there was no patch, so I guess it's just downloaded itself when I wasn't even aware of this. And I can tell you that game seems to be more polished, even more than before. And I have now a feeling like I'm actually hitting something with my with my weapons. So and this like constant feel like I'm playing with some lag. So this is now gone, at least for me. Of course, the game still has its issues, but I believe it improved. And if it's going to improve that much with that pace, well, this game might be something well different in less than 2 months, I guess. So you had to play very early. I was playing quite late, and I had well, I wasn't excluded. Okay, so we are now looking for a treasure, and I have no idea where to look. There are still some inaccessible areas, like this one above. I still have no idea how to get there, and I guess we need to find this out. Well, some treasures here were meant for machine life forms, or at least there was that description, and I have no idea what they mean by this, but maybe it's related to this quest we are actually doing here. They are so weak, or I am so strong, but I believe that these guys here are weak. I remember that during the first playthrough these guys here were weak as well. I wouldn't even compare these two games. Well, it's no wonder that people may be saying things like this, but come on. This no, I don't mind off topic, but well, we're not doing anything particular here, so. But I wouldn't even compare these two games. These are two completely different experiences, and I honestly can't imagine any esport relevance for PUBG, really. This game is so random, it shouldn't be even considered esport, but as far as I know, there are some ESL games. So yeah, there is esport in the game, which is totally not esport-like, and I don't really get it. Of course, well, it's all about money. Well, 10 million people are playing this, so you're bound to have an esport games for this, but this is something completely different. There is no way that I would say more that I would rather say that PUBG's success may force Valve to change CS:GO in some areas, in some aspects. Like I've heard that noise that they are even considering adding some kind of a survival mode for CS:GO. So. Or should I say Battle Royale. And this is actually not that bad idea. Of course, I wouldn't see any esport with this, but as for some kind of a side mode, it's not that bad idea. And it's all because of money. We probably just can't imagine how much money they are doing now. Shitloads of money, really. Okay, so I am wondering about this. Yeah, so this is this spot is now we can now have an interaction here since we are. Since we got accepted that quest. My reaction was similar, but if you think about it more, if you see. Okay, to be honest, I'm not the person to talk about CS:GO in serious way, since I don't even play this. Last time I played this was like 1 year ago or even more, so I have no idea what's going on in there. Are they making any significant updates? Are they adding some new content or anything? So I kinda get it, but as long as this is what people want, I wouldn't say it's a bad thing actually. As long as people are satisfied with what Wolf delivers, I don't think there's going to be an issue. Counter-Strike still has giant fan base, and I believe that PUBG may somehow influence CS:GO, but it's not going to beat this. But who knows? What are they going to come up with in the future? Well, we shall see. We shall see. So we can be sure that definitely PUBG should influence, should affect CS:GO in some way. I'm not sure in which way they could like affect them, but okay. So now we can collect these. Okay, so back to the game. We are looking now for these chests we were unable to open before. So they were actually related to this quest. So we're probably going to construct something. And they were talking about a key, so maybe we are supposed to construct a key out of these parts. Beast curse. Okay, how come I couldn't open it before? Let me check out this weapon. We still have like a little bit more than 50% of weapons. Beast curse. Split with the king of beasts as its motif. Wow, this word in English looks very weird for me. Motif. You don't even use it that much. You would rather relate to motif as a theme. But for the purposes of the weapon description, motif sounds way better. Okay, so now I have to recall where were these all chests. There were at least 2 more of them, as far as I remember. Okay, so do I really have to pull this off every time I come here, really? Pulling this out once is not enough? Do I really have to repeat this all the time? Okay, let's hope that it's enough. Yeah. Okay, so we can actually check this out. Okay, nothing else to upgrade here. Oh! So we actually received a weapon from him. This one is the weapons I was telling you about. It was passed down through the generations until it came to me, and I can't bring myself to seal it away. Okay, so let's check out our weapons now. So, wow, congratulations, we have a quite new weapon. And what is this? Probably some sort. Which one was that? Oh, it's actually these are actually fists. Okay, so which weapon is the strongest at this point? I want to check out. This one's level 7. Yeah, and you have to know that these weapons are actually have some stories behind them. Really, there are. Look here. Here are details. And these weapons have stories. I don't know where do I access them. Probably in Intel. Weapon stories, yeah. And for example, let's have this iron pipe. And every time you update this, you get to read this backstory, like that. If you're cold, I can give you my hat. You're the best father in the world after all. This was for the level 1, and then you upgrade weapon to level 2 and have the second part of the story, the third and the fourth. And we weren't, as you can see here, we weren't even paying attention to this, but this is something for the player to check it out for himself. And I'm going to check this out later. This might be actually very worthy to learn, and this might actually expand this game's lore. So, okay, back to the game. I need to select the strongest weapon now. I have no idea which weapon now is the strongest. So let's say clue off. But I'm not sure. It's like I cannot sort these weapons. I want a sword, and here engine blade. 560. No, okay, so virtuous contract or cool off. These are, well, as you can see, these are pretty much the same weapons. Let's say this one is for light, and this one represents darkness. So. Heavy Kingdom Hearts vibes here. Okay, so let's go with the light one. Okay, is this a chest we're looking for? Yeah. Okay. So now I believe that we are still lacking 2 of them, and one of them was probably here. Okay, I didn't make it, but yeah. So this we are now back, but we have to approach it here. Most likely yes. To be honest, I wasn't paying attention to this since. Oh, just listen to this. Into a key. Okay. So at least we don't have to move. Now we have this key prepared as I expected. So we can assume that these single swords are based on mostly on attack speed. Then you have 200 swords, 200 spears, 200 axes, and you can even wield two blades, but I'm not sure if 9S can do this. 2B could, but I believe that 9S actually fights with only one weapon. Yeah, so even though it's a light sword, 9S can't carry 2 of them. 2B of course, because she's a battle model, but 9S is just a scout, so fighting isn't his role. Okay, so now we need to reach that door. That giant door, which required the key. So I guess we'll be done with this quest sooner than expected. And I'm curious about the reward. Probably some very rare weapon. Or who knows? These side quests tend to surprise me when it comes to some prices or their outcomes. Especially in the story aspect. Okay, we are very close now. So we're going down. Here's this secret giant. Well, since it's so giant, it's not that secret, but. And now it's opening. So what's behind this? What's behind the gate? Okay, so areas here very resemble me. these forest areas in Shadow of the Colossus games, or should I say game? But there were. Okay, so he disappeared. Okay, so he's. If you relate to just music by BGM, then there is a song for every location here. So this is like being constantly played because we're in the castle. Okay, so here's the guardian of a dead king. He seems to be powerful, but I can probably easily hack him. And so this is interesting now. We are reaching the grave of this ancient king from hundreds of years ago, and who knows what we're going to find out. So these machine life forms even perform this funeral rituals, and yeah, we remember these cutscenes which were explaining this entire lore of this castle, and there was this king self-elected 300 years ago, and these guys were following him because what else could they do? They had nothing else to do. Letter to the Forest King. So this is something we want to deliver to Pascal, I guess. So I want to look around. There might be something very interesting hidden nearby. But looks like there's nothing interesting. So let's find out what's in that letter. Now it's a silence. Now it's silence. Letter to the Forest King. Here lies the Forest King Ernest. This exalted individual was the earliest among us to awaken to his own will, and for this reason did we name him our regent. Okay, how long is it? Looking to sow the seed of this will in others, His Highness distributed his own precious parts. His retainers were the first to be so blessed, followed by his subject. And in doing so he brought forth to paradise one made for our machines alone. Through his gifts did we learn of the thing called ego, and eventually of our own selves. And just as ego gives way to emotion, so did emotion lead us to feel great loyalty to our king. So basically these followers learned how to feel, actually, because of his achievements. But our king was too great and too kind. Having distributed his parts, it became difficult for him to function, and he soon fell into deep and silent sleep. Now the only path left to us, his royal vassals, is to construct a kingdom of eternal peace, one which lives up to the magnanimous heart of our king. What kind of a word is this? And so, as a sign both of our resolve and our gratitude, we leave in this place a chip made from our combined parts. Your spirit lives in us, oh great king, and so we implore you to rest in peace. The Forest Kingdom and citizens as one. So, there is chip to collect. Yeah? Did we collect something? I don't think so. Look at this. There are flowers. There are flowers on him. It's so crazy. It was so long ago. Okay, let me check the quest log. Report to the machine in Pascal's village. Do we get? Did we get the chipset? I have no idea where to look, and... Okay, there's no time for this, so we're going back to Pascal. Maybe he'll enlighten us in some way with this so-called chip. Okay, can't seem to find anything here, so let us go back. Oh my god, so you cannot jump off the balcony. You need to like find this one spot. I don't have time for this, really. Okay, so at least that mystery of these weird boxes is solved, but I still cannot reach that spot above. This is still unknown. How do I reach that high spot over there? How do I do this? If he could like come next to that ledge, I could hack him, but what would that give me? Nothing. There's that chest and I still have no idea how to get it. So I guess we really shouldn't care about this that much. It's probably so optional that it's not even relevant. So we're now off to the Pascal's village. I'll use transportation here. There's no time to mount anything. I believe these transporters should be hidden in something else than vending machine. I mean, vending machine is cool, but something else as well. Like, let's say, in a phone cab, or let's say, I don't know, inside some buildings, or but this is just my idea. Okay, so let's talk to Pascal. I found data, what the fuck? So what I'm supposed to do now? What the hell? Report to the machine in Pascal's village, not to Pascal himself. And where's that machine? Where is that machine? Let me take a look at the map. Oh, it's probably the initial quest giver, so I don't consider that spot a Pascal village area, so that's kind of misled me a bit. But oh my god, what was that? But now I know. So this area is still considered a Pascal's village for some reason. When you're certainly not in a Pascal's village, you are next to the entrance. Found the record of the king of the forest. Gosh, that's swell, just really swell, and I guess you defeated his royal guard for me too. God thanks. A lot because I really talk so good you haven't noticed, which maybe you did, and everything else pretty much. He sounds like... I might be streaming this, I'm not sure, but yeah, we might be streaming this in Polish. Since I don't really want to talk in English during these non-RPG games. Who cares about that Forest Kingdom idea anyway, and who does that play nothing is? Okay, so here's something who doesn't really follow that legend. Okay, and once again we have a very dark ending for a quest. So yeah, this was that one weird machine who wanted to just Well, he's not a fan of monarchy, that's for sure. Well, see ya. Have a good time. Okay, so do we have anything else to do? Active quests. Photograph, Speed Star, Heritage, Retrieve, Parade, Escort, and let's take a look at map. Another one is here. What place is this? In the forest. So yeah, I guess we want to visit forest now. So there's definitely something in the something like a quest chain. Once you complete some quest, you get to trigger another one. Yeah, I wasn't really thinking about how this quest system works in this game. So I believe... Oh my god, it's so terrible here. Oh, come on! Sometimes walking on these on these ladders is really troublesome. Really, believe me. This doesn't sound. It sounds weird, and but it is really. You want to move in some particular direction right away. You jump down, and for some reason you just keep walking on this ladder, can't get off. So we are back in the forest, so I guess we have to complete another quest for that animal caretaker, I should say. They are still protecting the king, which is not around anymore. Okay, so that's actually another place. Okay, so this is the camp here. Okay, so actually it's not from that animal lover. This forest branch just opened for business today. Feel free to swing by if there's anything you need. Okay, so that's the quest, really? Let's check out. Well, I know this a bit out of the field, but you look like someone who cares really deeply about gastronomy. I'm doing research about food for whenever the human race decides to return to Earth. Those humans were always going on about eating, right? Well, also clothing and shelter, but mostly eating. So they are like now listing out our sins, sins of the current the current humanity, the real one, which we are really. Anyway, I'm collecting ingredients from across the land for research purposes, and I'm betting you'd like to help me out. Right, of course, because we're doing everything. Thanks a million. So meat's at the top of the list, naturally, which means I need you to head out and find both moose and boar meat. Okay, so actually for the first time in this game we have to kill some animals. So I guess that androids don't really get the idea of the taste food. So yeah, we're mostly eating because we want to. We probably shouldn't be eating so constantly like we do, so thanks to that we're today's human is so obese and overweight when compared to people like from 200 years ago or something, so we are lazy. Okay, so we have to kill this moose, unfortunately. It's not like I want to, but we have to for the sake of this quest here. Beast height. Okay, so it's not guaranteed that you're going to drop the meat. Look at this, they don't even fight back. That's so cruel. Beast height again. So am I supposed to come in some let me check out the... Okay, so we need moose meat. We actually have boar's meat already. We're looking for mooses. Where are some mooses? Over there. Wow, so apparently you cannot hit mooses with Mirage. Okay, so we are going back to these cooks. I didn't want to do this, sorry. Let's run them, like there's no tomorrow. If there is any area with the bigger groups of enemies, this could be actually a good way to farm, to grind the level by just eliminating enemies. But I don't think so. I don't think that there is such an area. I probably know where's this going. Okay, we got some upgrades here. It's completed. Okay, so no, because I've heard about that one quest, which was a quest to eat some fish, and this fish makes you, well, it destroys the androids from the inside and you die, and this is one of the endings. So I guess we're going to find it out sooner or later. Okay, active quest here. This quest is not here. Let's take a look on the map. So the only interest points are these three. These are these watchers. So we are just going to skip this and let's return to the resistance camp to progress the story. Oh my god, it's still alive. So we are reaching this resistance camp here. Come on. I'm just checking. Yeah, cool. That looks cool. You know, I'm just saying cool, cool, cool. I'm just looking at the OBS settings and stuff, since I am still concerned about my PC's performance with this game. There used to be some issues before, and now it's quite stable, but I'm just not that trustworthy, and not so trustworthy, and I'm this is not that trustworthy, so I need to constantly check out the status. Well, there was that one issue with reconnecting, which broken my stream. Okay, we can return these photographs we found so far, and maybe there will be some leads to access the last one. Okay, we have some mail. We're going to check this out very soon. Okay, so no more photos. Okay, I guess we handed the first photo before. So let me just save the game. Oh god, I forgot about this. 9S server manager, server capacity. Okay, so once again, this is the mail about overloaded server. Is there anything interesting to buy here? I don't think so. Is this guy capable of upgrading something? I believe that if the Grandmaster cannot do it, then this guy as well cannot do it as well. Okay, so... Oh, hello Molzak. How is your day? So let's progress with our quest here.
2B か。ちょうどいいと。実は我々アンドロイド軍が太平洋に展開している空母があるんだが、近々補給に我々レジスタンスも君たちにもその護衛。
Okay, so we are already triggering that big fight with that giant thing in the ocean. But I don't want to take this right now, so we have to finish our side quest first. Okay, so here they are talking about A2 again, but this is probably going to be the same discussion like before. Anemone's pass accepted. I don't remember this. Let me check out. So I'm wondering if there's any elite on the map. Current destination. Yeah, so we are bound to finish the game, but I want to complete these side quests first. So I'm looking if there is any point related to that Anemone's quest, but I don't think so. Okay, so let us do these quests here. So at first we'll go with Parade Escort. Remember that after that giant ocean battle, 9S and 2B will be separated, and
どこを探せばいいのか。
戦闘時に発生するエネルギー反応を調べていくのはどうでしょう。アンドロイドや機械生命体が破壊されると融合炉などがダウンするんですが、その時に放出されるエネルギーが検知できるんです。現在このエリアで戦闘任務に入っているのは僕らだけのはずですから、エネルギー反応があった場所に A2 がいる可能性は高い気がします。廃工場跡地に集中しています。マップにポイントしておきますね。
okay, so actually there's an update on this mission, so we'll be doing this right after that parade mission, but Well, Nines is of course the wise one, the intelligent one, and he already have some suggestions and way to handle this task. Let me see if we can interact with these ones who just watch stuff. Okay, we cannot talk to him since we are in the combat. What was that? I didn't know we could do this, really? What kind of move is this? Why do I want to do this? Probably to reach some unreachable areas, but we didn't really have some issues with this. Okay, so still no progress in this. I guess this is like a build-up for something big, for some really big side quest. There are 3 of them and they are all watching some spots. Don't know which, but not the same spot. At first I thought they were looking at the same spot, but there is that last one on the tower and it's looking at some other direction. But still, they are weird and something's bound to happen, but we just can guess now. Okay, so once again we are going to escort this parade and hopefully we will now this time succeed. Oh, hello, Blihar, and you sent me this probably a porno movie. Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, so you're bound to listen to this wherever wherever something crazy happens in Tekken. Well, at least me and my friend were doing this during back in Tekken Tag Tournament 2 days. Well, I would if I wasn't like if I would be skilled enough with some video editing stuff, I would prepare a video with this song and some crazy Tekken moments. Okay, so this was always a pain in the ass to protect these. Especially from these flying units. I don't have any good ideas to take them out. Well, you at least first you need to collect these, and then you have to prepare a montage. So this is hell of a work here, and I would like to collect the own situations instead of just stealing some content from other channels. Well, if you have something nice to record it, so I guess you could contact Vuyu and ask him to make a movie out of this. But I guess there are some videos like this on the internet, but they are not as popular as just simple combo movie videos. Okay, so we are still waiting for... Okay, we are already losing some of these parade guys. Look how many of them are nearby. This is hell of a tough quest. Or at least with this setup. Maybe I'm supposed to have some great ranged setup. Maybe, but I'm not... I'm just... Well, I am lazy and I don't want to change my setup here. Okay, I'll check it wherever I have time. I'm in the middle of quite a difficult quest here, so... This has to wait. These guys are tough, and there is lots of them. Okay, did we do this? We still have 3 of them. Okay, so there's a progress. I believe that... Oh yeah, so... Did we complete this? Okay, so let's talk to the leader one. Without being annihilated. Well, some of you just got wrecked. I know this isn't much of a reward, but please accept it. No, it's not that bad. Okay, so are there going to be more of these? Yeah, updated. Okay, so there are going to be more of these parades, unfortunately. But this time we are done with this. Okay, let's check out this link if you've provided. So give me a second. What's this? Okay, so it's typical meme-like video. Okay, so these 3 are still here, and this one is for the animals past, so we'll be heading over there. But where about that parade? Where about the parade? You successfully guarded the machine lifeforms. Apparently they want to hold another parade somewhere else. The clown was exhilarated at the parade's success, but he has also seemed a bit sad that his efforts were not recognized by his peers. Okay, so somewhere. So I guess we'll be notified, and the quest will update itself. So we are now off to the factory, where we are supposed to learn something about animals. So apparently one of the... oh, so here it is. Speedstar. One of the most key characters in this game, and we haven't learned about her so that much. Okay, I don't see... Okay, once again, parade escort at the same spot. So we'll try this again once we're done with that factory quest. So I have 2 like predictions for this. This might be just a replay of what we are actually done, but with higher level enemies with higher level, or just in some other direction. This parade may just go somewhere else. Okay, city ruins, nope. Factory entrance. I personally hate factory, but well, I hate it because there's only one transporter there until you've reached a certain point in the storyline. So here we are, once again at factory. What's over there? Why is it so glowing here? No idea. It's just a copper ore. Most basic material. So we hope that this quest will shed some light on Anemon's past, and more importantly for me at least, about A2. We still don't know anything about this very intriguing character.
戦闘の後でしょうか。肝心の A2 の反応はないみたいです。
Because she's a human, huh?
なんだろ
ポット解析をお願い。
At least this is my prediction. It's not a spoiler, this is what I'm guessing right now.
内容は
破損部分が大きく、これ以上の解析は不可。
Okay.
どうして機械生命体が A2 の情報を。
他にも反応があります。行ってみましょう。
Okay, so I guess we'll be just exploring here many points in the factory. I'm afraid that some of these might be inaccessible yet, so we might be forced to complete that giant battle on the ocean before we get to that part. Okay, I'll just skip this. And this part I'll skip as well. I don't like fighting here. I see literally nothing here. I just hate fighting this. What do you even call this perspective? I would say GTA 2 perspective. Top down, okay. That's actually quite accurate. Okay, so where are we now? Yeah, so this is probably another spot. Or here. Well, we're close, but I have no idea. Okay, down there, there's the fallen machine, so... I've noticed that music here got kinda calm recently. Maybe it's because we're not in any quest right now. At least not in the main storyline quest. Data chip AE. Okay, so we don't even have to find these bodies. All we have to do is find particular items. So we are going back now. Where to now? Show me the way! According to the most trending meme right now. Here, and it tells me literally nothing. I'm afraid that we'll have to complete that ocean battle. It's kinda cool, but I didn't really like it. It was way too prolonged. And it really, like, didn't tell us anything about the story. Of course, there is one important event after this, but the battle itself, story-wise, was not that important. In my opinion, of course. Okay, actually we might not need the access to that spot. Okay, we have
ここに
completed
データチップ
everything.
の反応はありませんね。これで最後のようです。
ポット回収したデータチップを解析後各チップと照合して
解析完了。
Okay, so
A2 に関するデータを含む
yeah, so this is what we are looking
デ
for.
ータチップと照合完了。第14次機械戦争真珠湾降下作戦に関する報告書と推定。
Pearl Harbor
真珠湾
descent?
降下作戦
僕たちの全世代旧型ヨルハで遂行された作戦ですね。とりあえず目的は達しました。レジスタンスキャンプへ戻りましょう。
Is there anything in the intersection about this now? I don't think so. So let's get back to the resistance camp. This is why I hate the factory, this giant backtracking section here, because there are not enough transporters here, and we have to run. Oh, what is this? What is this? I wasn't expecting company here, so maybe we have triggered something like. We'll be battling them and A2 will appear. Who knows? What is this? That was so unexpected. Such set of enemies in such cramped room. We are done now. That was surprising, really. So, wherever we get a quest related to A2, I'll be taking it with the highest priority since I want to know about her something. This is a character which is displayed on the cover of the game. So, one of the 3 most important characters apparently, and you know nothing about her after completing the game once, and we are in the more than half of this second run, and we still know nothing, almost nothing. So let's say you have Sora, Kairi, and Riku in Kingdom Hearts, and you don't get to know anything about Riku until the 3rd playthrough, or the second, or the last parts of the second one. Ridiculous, kinda. Well, I believe that it has some purpose. This teasing. We found more data from A2, take a look. It's number 2. It's really her. You're Hanuk number 2. She's an older model but the same type as you. We worked together, okay. So this is something, we know something about this right now. The Pearl Harbor drop. Operation itself was a success, but the Yorha fighters were completely wiped out. Their commander was A2. Okay, so she was a commander. Have you met her? Do you know where she is? Actually, we have orders from the bunker to destroy her. She's a deserter. She's also wiped out the entire team that was sent to bring her back. Okay, so there's a mystery, there's a secret. So we need to talk to Animon more. What looks like she doesn't want to talk about this, so what's the update? What's the update on this? I can't see it, so is it completed? It's not completed here. Okay, so I guess this will trigger another
アニメ
quest.
さん
Yeah.
A2 さんと何があったんでしょう。
語るには時間が必要なこともある。長く戦っている兵士ならなおさら。
Well, maybe it's her sister or her lover, who knows?
あなたも。
え？
あなたにもいつかわかる日が来るかもしれない。
はい。
And we still don't know why 9S is the only male guy. Male guy. Female guy. He's the only guy among these Yorha soldiers. This is still a mystery. So let's go with another round of parade. Let me check the time. Okay, so we have 50 minutes before our first break. So enough for the parade quest to complete it. I hope. Wake up, wake up. I need to borrow you for a minute. Okay, so that was actually a bad idea since these animals just can't jump. Oh my god! Okay, so we just killed it. We just killed it. Unintentionally, but we killed it. So have your prayers said and let's go. Rest in peace. Some bloke. Who's that bloke? I'm actually interested. So have a good match, but I'm interested who are you fighting? Okay. So have a good match. Okay, so he changed his mind. Okay. So once again, another quest which really turns out to be a sad story. So we completed it. We just had to talk to him to learn out about all these other paraders, and yeah, another story which ending is very dark. So apparently these people just lost their motivation to spread joy. So this is so dark, really. Okay, so according to our client, all the people living in no. So, what do we want to do now? There is still something to do, right? We still can access this guy. Okay, so let's try our race here, but... Okay, so before we go with any race, I would like to prepare a special setting. So this is going to be probably for the support. Moving speed. Okay, so this is everything I want to implement here. Okay, so you cannot have more than 20% of the boost. And are we really moving that fast? I don't think so. Okay, so I have to find a way. Okay, actually we are kinda moving faster. Okay, I have no idea how I was like grabbing that pod. I did it with R1, which is shooting command for shooting, but That's all. Okay, now we can see that actually 9S is moving much faster. So I'm wondering how it would look like with 2B.
2B、ちょっと待ってください。
Okay.
この機械生命体、まだ生きてます。
Wow.
じゃあ破壊を。
いえ、その必要はないと思います。駆動部分が破壊されているので、攻撃してくる心配はありません。調べてみると、何か面白いものが出てくるかもしれません。
So 9S is a more fan of studying. And this quest is triggered out of nowhere. So maybe it's related to these guys who are just watching this Goliath.
目標地点の情報を入手。マップにマーク。
Machine examination. Okay, so yeah, we just
倒
got
すべき機械生命体を修理
another
するなん
quest
て
out of nowhere.
複雑な気分。
情報はあればあるに越したことはないですよ。2B。このネジがあれば、あの大きな機械生命体を修理できますね。
Can't you just hack it? Okay, so hacking apparently doesn't work, at least right now. So where are we supposed to look for these parts? Machine examination part 1. So we probably have to mount it. So let's skip that running quest for this. This seems to be more interesting. So I might want to change the pod program. Not pod program, chipset. I'm afraid that in this run we are doing way more interesting stuff and completing way more interesting quests than doing the first run as 2B. So that's kinda sad. I prefer 2B definitely. So I can't mount him? Okay, so we had to so all we had to do was just approach him, and I am a Colgus 110. I was Manuhuma request something of star. Okay, so this is a very cryptic message. Okay, so once again, so it's all about running around the map and collecting data for this. Okay, so
目標地点の情報を入手。マップにマーク。
okay, so yeah, the first one was called examining machine 1, so obviously. Okay, so I guess these spots are the spots to drop these items, but actually we might have them already.
情報から何か分かったことはある？
いえ、奴らの製造過程が分かっただけで。
機械生命体についてはまだ分かってないことが多い。どんな情報でもいいから集めておかないと。
Leave me alone, I'm doing something, come on. You aren't going to beat me anyway. My god.
新品のネジは大型二足。
困ったと。
Okay, so looks like...
オペレーターさん、僕たち大きな歯車を探してるんですけど、どこで入手できるか教えてください。
今度は何をしているんですか？まあいいですけど。大きな歯車は
Okay, so we have actually some tips from operator.
めったに使えるものは手に入らないようですが。
なるほど。情報提供感謝します。
とりあえず小型の機械生命体を倒しまくればいいのか。
2B って本当大雑把ですよね。
So we have to just simply grind these mats. Or do they want us to defeat the giant one here? Why is it not fighting? Okay, this one is tough. I actually would like to control this. Wow. So that's massive. But I have no idea what I'm doing, I'm just pressing buttons here. And where is 9S in all of this? He's completely gone. It's so fucking slow. How do I self-destruct? How do I self-destruct? Okay, it's gone. So I want to self-destruct right now. Okay, so I have to press both analog buttons. So let's find more farming spots. One is over there. It's probably down there in the pit. Is there a secret way? Nope. Not here. Okay, so now we're supposed to take down 2 of them. So let's do this. But for some reason then they don't want to fight. We have to quickly move behind them to deal damage. It's going to take some time, but I guess it's better than fighting it on foot in combat. What have I done? Now we're being attacked by other units. Okay, this one is gone for sure. Okay, so let's deal with these small guys first. Okay, are they gone? Wow, this looks cool actually. So let's see if it's even... No, actually it's much faster to just kill it with a sword, so I was actually mistaken with this one. Okay, come on, explode already. And it's lying probably here. The one thing we're looking for. Okay, so the last point, it's over there. It's making us run so much. Okay, so let me check out this time. It's time, exactly time when we are going to have our break. So, what about the quality of the stream? It's not looking very good on my screen here. Okay, whatever. We are going to have a break now, and we'll back in 2 to 3 minutes. So don't go anywhere.